subscribe to my new Instagram page. Log in and subscribe, Walter Lee Hampton II. Please subscribe to it, as Instagram has removed my last page. Please go subscribe to my new Instagram page, Walter Lee Hampton II.
What's it telling us?
Well, this is a nationwide event, and it is a world event to some extent. It's not just U.S., Canada, and other countries are showing a booming market, the home price market. It's surprising, the timing of this. It came starting in a recession in last year, a very brief recession. COVID-19, we're supposed to be depressed, and yet we seem to be exuberant in the market. It's not explained by any logical, it is partly due to low interest rates, of course, and Fed policy. But it's so pervasive, I think it's not just that. And I think that it has something to do with our psychology at this point in history, with maybe emerging from a COVID-19 pandemic and not so sure about it.
Professor, if I may, because I want to follow up with you, but I think the question on a lot of people's minds here in the United States, it's global, as you pointed out, but if you're a middle-class person, are you going to be able to buy a house?
Yes. Now that I think is what I hear more than opportunity to make a killing investing in houses. It's FOMO. It's thinking that, it'll never come back, the opportunity. And it's at a time when we admire speculators, or we aspire to be speculators, when there's a retail surge in interest in speculative markets. And people are motivated. It doesn't matter where you are in the United States. We have this excitement about speculative excesses. And the idea that maybe it'll correct down. The narrative recently is that last time this happened, it just generated new opportunities. The last time prices corrected in either the stock or the real estate market. So people think, maybe I should get in. It's fuzzy thinking. It's not clear. And no one has clarity. But recently, we've been wanting to take action. We're feeling frustrated, our inability to deal with this risk of a deadly virus. We want to do something. And so that sometimes seems to be, let's upgrade our house, or let's get into the stock market, even though it looks highly priced.
So, but with what you've just said, I heard you mention fear of missing out. I've heard you talk about speculation and low interest rates. Doesn't all of that, when you add it together, equal bubble?
Yeah, the bubble metaphor it dates from, it was first used in 1720 during the Mississippi stock market crash. They called that a bubble. But I think it's a little bit misleading as a metaphor, because when bubbles burst, it's absolutely final. It's not coming back. But we're faced with a more ambiguous situation. We have in memory declines in markets. But then they've generally been corrected up afterwards, both in stocks and in housing. And so people find it puzzling. They don't know what to do. I can't really time the market, but I feel anxious sitting here watching it just keep going up and up. And so eventually people cave in and buy. And that's what drives it. It's an unstable situation.
I want to pick up with what you just said about an unstable situation, and I need to get to Phoenix. But before we get there, I want to ask you this question. If a young woman or man came to you and said, should I buy a house right now? What would you say to them?
Yes, right. Usually the decision to buy a house is part of a lifestyle. It has to do with new babies and schools and things like that. So usually there's pretty strong reason to do that or not do it at a given time. But if you actually look, I mean, the prices are soaring, and that just, this is a record. The nearly 20% national increase that we saw this month is a record for our indexes. And it's a record going back, there's some noise in the data before the 1920s, but it's practically a record for 100 years. And so people just feel, I can't just sit here and watch this. I have to do something. But if you have a family situation where you want to settle down, I would say maybe go ahead. I don't think we know what these markets will do with any great accuracy.
And the fact is you have to have a roof over your head. But help us understand Phoenix. The year-over-year jump in the prices for homes in Phoenix, the month-over-month jump in Phoenix is pretty dramatic. And there's no water. What's behind that? I mean, there's no water. What drives this? Yeah.
Well, I remember the last time we had a boom in home prices that peaked around 2005, 2006. Phoenix was a late comer to that market. Phoenix and Las Vegas, and to the boom. But they really got into it belatedly and had a big boom in prices back then. So I think there's something of a story to Phoenix. It's a beautiful place. People think of it as a destination after they retire. Sunshine puts you in a good mood. I don't know. Things like that are driving it, where they did last time.
All right, so let me wrap up with this. We're expecting to see interest rates begin to go up, with the Fed actually perhaps doing this next year. What impact will that have on the pace of price increases for housing?
But historically, there is not as strong of a correlation between home prices and interest rates, as you might think. It would be rational to suppose so. There is some. During the hyperinflation that we had around 1980, the home prices were very low, and construction of new houses was low. But I'm tending to think that the Fed is a stabilizer, and I wouldn't think that they will be a cause of problems. A bigger cause of problems will be new construction. You already see residential investments picking up. It hasn't quite come as high as it was during the peak in 2007, before the recession, but it's going up. And there's going to be a supply response, at least in cities that have available land and zoning restrictions. And so we don't expect, I don't expect the Fed to be, I admire the Fed, they're stabilizers. But there is a chance that we will see big declines in coming years. I think people are anxious about that at this point in history.
Good evening. Today is Wednesday, September 29th. The year is 2021. We are just a few days away from October 1st, but rent's due. Oh, damn, rent due again, huh? This year has flown by. We're still in the middle of a coronavirus pandemic. Now, if you saw that report that you just saw before you came and saw me doing this, and saw these white folks talking about this real estate, didn't I tell you niggas not to buy this shit? Didn't I tell you motherfuckers, do not buy these houses, condos, shacks, mansions, none of it. I told you niggas, don't do that right now. But what you niggas gonna do? We buying a house. They gonna run out of houses. We gotta buy a condo. There ain't gonna be no more condos to buy. We gotta get this house. So many people I personally have told several associates of mine, don't do this. Don't buy this right now. Wait. Guess what they did? Fuck Walter. That nigga don't know shit. We gonna buy this shit. They all then ran out and bought these expensive ass fucking homes that can't nobody afford. Well, I guess they think they can afford it until they lose their job or get in a car accident. Oh, God forbid, some emergency pop up. You know, shit happens. Hopefully they have some type of insurance place to pay that expensive ass note. You know, shit happens. But this is the worst shit that did happen. These homes are extensively overpriced. Did you read this? Did you see what this man just said? Now, he's a well-known researcher. He just set up and told y'all this shit too high. And that the end is coming, and it's inevitable that these prices are going to drop. But people don't want to hear it for some odd reasons. Like, people just are determined that they're going to buy this overpriced shit. They're going to buy it. They're going to buy it. They're going to buy it. They gotta have it. As you were warned not to buy this stuff because it's too high. Every time I log into Instagram or Facebook, somebody, I bought a house. I'm in a big old Kiwi, happy got out. I'm thinking, y'all some stupid motherfuckers. Y'all gonna regret that. Why would everybody want to buy a house now, at the peak of the fucking housing market? Who would do such a thing? Great time to sell, not a good time to buy. I would have touched that shit with a 10-foot pole. That's why I'm sitting over here renting this damn townhouse. I'm not buying that shit. Hell fucking no. So, just out of curiosity, they're doing some work to my townhome right here now. And there's a brand new apartment complex across the street. This is probably built back in the 90s sometime. And they're doing some work to it. It's older. It's renovated, but shit goes awry. They have to come in and rip out all them floors and redo them again and brand new floors. It'll be pretty when it's done. Let's see. So I went up there. There's some new townhomes across the street. So I'm just out of curiosity. I said, let me just go over there and see what these townhomes are renting for. First off, they want $3,250 for those townhomes across the street. They do have a 2-car garage. But the living spaces are much smaller than what I'm living in now. The bedrooms are smaller. There's no way I could get this dining room table to fit in there and look right. It's going to look weird. Because I'm going to be shoving it into that living room. The furniture, the stuff that I have here would not fit into that townhouse. There's nowhere to put it. The bedrooms are smaller. Man, they did give you a lot of windows. They gave you tall 10-foot ceilings. 2-car garage where I have a 1-car garage here. My townhouse is longer. Theirs might be a little bit wider. I don't know. They got that 2-car garage, so it's definitely wider. The kitchen was nice. Now, I will say the kitchen was very, very nice. Room for bar stools and the island, entertain. The kitchen was amazing. It was beautiful. It was like something you see in a house. But the likelihood of me entertaining somebody in that kitchen roasting a big old turkey in that oven and having Thanksgiving dinner over there is 0 to none. You know, I might buy a turkey and take it over my mama's house and cut it over there for the Thanksgiving dinner. But anyway, that particular place, the amenities were nice, but $3,000, that's almost $1,200 more than what I'm paying for this place, and this place is bigger. And I have nice windows, and I sit by the pool. That was a walking distance from the pool, that tiny little pool over there. But anyway, those of you, some of y'all can't be patient. I see that there's something going on, but everybody feels they have to go out and buy this expensive real estate right now. They have to buy this expensive real estate right now, or they never ever going to get a house. I'm not sure why people are thinking like that, but they are. And they feel like if they don't do this right now, at this moment, today, buy this house, overpriced house. I don't know, are people stupid or something? I mean, I just don't get it. I think something is bizarrely wrong that so many people are determined, really determined to buy this shit in this market. When so many people have said, wait a minute, back up, this stuff is too high. But the interesting part is in this video that you all saw before this, J. Shiller, the Yale professor of economics, Robert J. Shiller, he predicted the last downturn back in 2008. Now we're way higher than those prices, and people keep thinking this shit gonna go all the way to heaven, that the price is gonna go up so high until you can talk to Jesus. It's like, what is going on here? That this shit gonna stay at these prices forever is not possible. So the market is going to tank. And a lot of people who purchase homes in this market at this point in the past 12 months, particularly buying at the peak of the market at these stupid bonds, the last 12 to 24 months buying this shit, man, I think that all might be wiped out. But they may be underwater. Yeah, I mean, if you buy your place and you overpaid for it and you got 30-year mortgage, you buy that in 30 years, you should be off from being underwater in 10 to 30 years. I mean, some housing markets do come back. But wouldn't you have rather got a good deal? If you had just been patient instead of paying these outrageous prices for this shit. Now I have another friend who, for the past year and a half, has been living with his mom. She has a nice house somewhere in Southwest Atlanta. He's determined he wants to buy something. I said, I don't know why you living with your mama right now. Yeah, but I need my own space. And I said, your mama is 70-some years, is the same age as my mama. I'm sure you all can figure out some way to survive in that big-ass house. Until the market crashes, you can go get you something cheap. Yeah, I just really want my own home. Don't buy. This is ridiculous. Go rent something in. But it's only you and your mom in a big-ass house. Do you want to bring dates over? Are you trying to have, what is the problem? I mean, I don't get it. You should. If Mama had a big ass house, guess what? I'd be sitting right out there with a cup of coffee, sitting up there on that couch watching TV. Mama, did you cook dinner? Mama, you ain't cooking dinner. I cooked dinner. I was good. Why the hell I'd be out here trying to buy some of this expensive ass shit and I can stay at my mama's house here in Atlanta that she done lived in for the past 40 years, 50 years. His mama been in that house for 50 years. You better sit in that damn house. I said, did your mama want to sell you that house to her? Did she want to sell it to you and you stay there? No, I don't want to do that. My mom's house is her house and blah, 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 blah. I said, do not leave that house. If I had to come in there and chain you to that basement down there, it's a big house. What is the point? She's not charging you anything. Your mom's there. Well, I'm just thoroughly confused why black folks I got to go get my own place. I need my own space. These high-ass prices, this high-ass shit, that expensive townhouse I just saw for $3,250 is half the size of this place. What's the point? Yeah, it's nice, it's new, it's pretty. Fuck that shit. I'll sit right here and deal with this come fix this floor again shit, goddamn. I ain't got to spend it. I'm paying way less over here, $1,950 compared. I'll pay my $1,950. And what I like about this complex I live in is quiet. It's nothing fancy, so people come in and say, oh, I don't like this. This is boring. Good. Get your ass. This ain't for you. I like being back here in the cup with nobody know where I'm at. I sit back here by the pool and have me drink some wine. I got me some wine. I just got my vodka delivered. I also got some peach. But Divvy came and brought my goodies this morning. I said, Divvy's here. I was so happy. I was like Christmas time. I said, my liquor here. I got my liquor gay. I'm ready tonight. I'm going to go right out there by that pool side and sit out there and watch, because I can't watch your TV here. My TV, they roped off the, I don't know if y'all can see how can y'all see what they did there? They roped off the room. Back when my TV upstairs, I'm going there by that pool side. I might be doing something, be in bed, sleep, drinking that wine. Wake up, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. What happened? I thought I was going by the pool. Did I make it by the pool? I gotta go find my little rubber plant. Did I go by the pool last night? You know what? I was supposed to go by the pool. He looking at me like, nigga, you went by the pool. You went right up there and laid in that bed and went to sleep. I'm gonna take me a shower, but y'all stay away from these highest houses. I don't understand this. I'm logging into Instagram and Facebook, and I'm in total shock that people are buying this stuff. Then here's the funny part. You got people who are investors buying multiple houses. I'm thinking, what, you gonna lose all your money. This is like gambling at this point. You gonna bet and put $150,000 down on some raggedy ass fucking termite infested house on the hopes that it's gonna be worth $250,000. You done pay $150,000, betting you're gonna be worth $250,000. And God forbid you go in there and stick $100,000 in there, thinking you're gonna get $400,000 to $500,000 on this shit, and you are gonna be doomed if you don't get that house finished and sold in a specific amount of time. So I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't touch these houses though right now. But I know some of y'all just can't wait. You just so damn impatient. Sit your ass down someplace. Like my friend said, I want to call his ass out. and say, y'all go get him up on Instagram, tell him to sit his ass in his mama's house. The house is nice. She's clean. She's renovated. She's kept it clean. She's so happy he's here because he was from living in another state. So he came back here with her temporarily when he transferred his job here. I said, why are you so anxious to get out of this house? Why? Your mom is so happy to see you. What is the problem? And shit, he just don't want to change places with him. Mama, can I move in here? Shit, I'll stay out there, this damn house. His place for his car. I mean, it just does. I don't know. Black folks are determined. We just can't live in peace for some odd reason. I find that rather strange. That your mom has a nice home, plenty of space for you, but you'd rather go out and spend $1 billion buying a house right up the street or rent something. I want to be close to her. Well, you're right close to her. You live right in the same house. How much closer do you need to get? But if you want to be close to your mom, but you living in a house, but you're going to go rent something up the street that costs thousands of dollars where you can sit your ass there and bank that money. I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, y'all stay away from these houses. I want y'all to act like these houses are the coronavirus. The houses around COVID-19. When some realtor calls and I got your house, what you see? I'm not going to see that coronavirus 19, COVID-19. Because that's going to make you these people who purchase these homes today, thinking they got a good deal because they got it because 10 other people, you outbid 10 other people to get it or whatever took place. This is the stupidest shit I ever heard. Are people this stupid? Yeah, they are. I would not buy anything in this housing market right now. Be patient. Good days are coming ahead. Shit gonna be cheap houses coming. Cheap houses come. Cheap houses. Cheap. Go talk to that Korean woman. She'll tell you, stuff be cheap real soon. You just stay, be patient. Cheap is coming. And cheap, good deal. We gonna buy a whole neighborhood. We have millions. We buy everything. Y'all better learn. Rushing out to buy this shit. But then putting down payments on this shit. These niggas are crazy. Now, I know white folks, they got plenty of money, so it don't matter, but they do. They can go do what the fuck they want to do. Who cares? They've been buying expensive houses since, slavery days. So, but us, we got to be more careful with our dollars. We cannot be throwing our money on a $500,000 house and then she later on is worth $150,000. Big mistake. Tell these realtors, fuck you! I'll talk to you when this shit is, when it fell into the abyss. Then you call my ass. In fact, block them realtors or put their ass on silent and they be calling me this bullshit. I ain't buying nothing in this market. And well, I know you niggas gonna do what you want to do. So I don't even know why I wasted my breath doing this damn video. Because y'all gonna do whatever the hell y'all wanna do. Fuck about you. We gonna buy us a house because we don't get one now. We never gonna get one. I've never understood that logic. They got millions of houses in the United States. Millions of houses here in Atlanta. If you don't buy one now, you're never going to get one? Are they going to up and vanish or something and poof into thin air and the houses are gone? No. This is the most foolish shit I ever heard. It's just a limited supply of houses. Limited supply of houses. Everywhere I look, there's thousands of houses. Millions of them. What are y'all looking at? Y'all don't see those houses? There they are right there. You don't see those houses? If you don't buy now, you'll never get one. I could be a good real estate agent. Let me tell y'all something. Hold up. This is a good damn deal. It's $750,000. Now, this house has not been renovated since, the 1800s. It does not have running water, but look, it's such a good value. The wood is so good. You will love this house. You're going to have to figure out how to put indoor plumbing in this house and some electricity, but that's all right. You got a home. It's $750,000. And there are a lot of folks going to bid this house up, so I want y'all to bring your best offer. And I was thinking we was talking to start off about $895. Yeah, it's listed for $750, but we're going to make an offer of $895. $895 with no running water, no electricity. Yeah, we can add that stuff. Those are just amenities. That's just a house. You can add that stuff in there. I can see a lying-ass, conniving, manipulating-ass real estate agent doing that shit right now. To sell these overpriced-ass houses. Hopefully, common sense will kick in for some of you all. You all take this good advice. And see, I brought y'all white men today. I know y'all love white folks. I got a white man who said, don't buy this shit. White guy. I know y'all are going to take his advice. White man on Walter's YouTube channel. He put a video of this white guy. And the white guy said, this stuff is going to collapse. He says, eventually this stuff is going to decline. It's coming. That's why. So I wouldn't get your white guy because I know y'all want to hear nothing this nigga, my big ass had to say. Y'all want to hear straight from the white folks' mouth. And I did that today. But anyway, enough of this shit because I know y'all going to do what the fuck y'all want to do. And y'all going to run out, can't wait to write and sign contracts and buy these overpriced condos, townhouses, mansions, whatever, 2-story, detached homes, undetached, whatever. Instead of being patient and waiting for these prices to ease up and collapse into the abyss. But anyway, today is Wednesday, this is September 29th. The year is 2020. I just got in from the gym early. Went early today. And anyway, let me get off the song. I'll thank you all for watching my videos. Don't forget to sign on to my Instagram page. I got to rebuild it because they knocked my ass off of Instagram again. Then I did a post about, Nicki Minaj and the coronavirus. They didn't like it and disabled my account. So anyway, please go sign up to my Instagram, Walter Lee Hampton II. Today is Wednesday. I'm running out of breath. Wednesday, September 29th. The year is 2000. And what is this year? Oh, I forgot the year of the coronavirus. 2021 coronavirus part 2, the Delta variant. I'm out of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. I'm about to hop in the shower and watch me some TV and get my wine and go sit out by the pool if I don't fall asleep watching TV. I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your beautiful Wednesday.